villain in this. We're standing up. You're Nicol Bolas. We're the Gatewatch.
I'm playing green-white dogs.
Who could call this guy a villain?
Look at him.
He's the district's mascot.
No. Corey is about to run over your dog with his car. And we're the heroes. What's up? Why, it's Shuffle Up and Play, and today, I hope you're ready to start your engines. Do you get it? Because we're playing Aetherdrift. We have taken cards from the new set Aetherdrift and built brand new decks using them, as well as the rest of cards in Standard. That's right, we're doing Standard with the one and only Brian Kibler.
Hello, I'm Brian Kibler. I am a former Magic Pro player, member of the Magic Pro Tour Hall of Fame, and nowadays co-host of Commander at Home on YouTube.
How do you feel? So this is the gimmick for this episode. We have taken Commander players, such as Brian Kibler, and we want to try and see what they think about Standard. So have you ever played Standard before?
Once or twice.
Once or twice, okay. But everyone knows you for Commander, so I thought it'd be really interesting to see how well you would do at Standard, which is why I have invited my own TCC ringers of Standard experts to try and take Kibler down.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Who will be playing round one against Kibbs?
All right, I'm Corey Baumeister. I am a commentator for professional Magic tournaments, from the regional championships, pro tours, all the way up to the world championship. I make content for my Patreon, Twitch, and a much less successful YouTube channel.
Linked in this video's description.
At the way bottom.
Way bottom. We're gonna put Commander at Home above it for sure. We're gonna put Ash's Twitch stream above it. And Ash,
Hi.
if Corey cannot beat Kibler round one, or if he can beat Kibler round one, because you're playing either way.
Right.
Who are you and what do you do?
I'm Ashlizzlle. I'm a Twitch streamer, YouTuber. I play MTG Arena and a lot of Standard, so I am so excited to do this.
You literally flew out here from the Europe.
Yes.
The Europe.
The Europe. All
to
the
be
way
here.
Europe.
To play one game of Standard.
Yes,
you put it that
exactly.
way.
I mean, if I put it that way, it's still worth it all the time. Like, I am here, I'm locked in, I'm ready to go after Kibler with a nice, spicy Aetherdrift.
Yeah, when you put it that way, you have a cool job, I must say.
Right, like, I'll do it anytime. Don't even worry about it. I'm right here.
All right, so the way this is going to work is that we have all built our own Standard decks using Aetherdrift cards, but also the rest of Standard. So it isn't just Aetherdrift cards. Everyone was instructed to build what they think would be a cool deck to play in Standard. These are our own creations, and it's going to be one match, but with the twist that game one is Corey of the match, game two is Ash with her own deck of the match, and if somehow the TCC ringers can't 2-0 Kibler, then I will step in for the ultimate humiliation.
For who?
Well, just ask.
To be determined.
Just ask yourself, how humiliating would it be to lose to the professor on camera at Standard?
You did fling like 70 million damage at me like when you were on our show.
On Commander. At Commander.
And I was gonna say, the last time I was on your show, you beat me badly.
Okay,
I think you're the favorite now.
The
We'll
final boss.
We'll see. Shall we roll to see who goes first? Or would you like to roll
let's
with the Commander at Home dice? Not a sponsor, just awesome big dice. And you know what? They go all the way up to 6.
Well, that's one more.
Unlike your usual D5.
Unlike the usual D5s. One at a time. Hold your horses. Whoa! All right.
We're doing
rigged.
low roll, right?
It's rigged.
Yeah,
So
they
Kibler,
won't betray me.
Kibler's the enemy of the show and brought weighted dice, so we know that.
Come on.
All right, shall we shuffle up and play?
Let's do it.
Remember, in Commander, your first mulligan is free, so in Standard, you're screwed.
Yep.
You just gotta never mulligan anyways.
Yeah, all
You
right.
know. Makes it
Rather
easier.
lose than mulligan.
Exactly.
There's a shirt that says that.
But joking aside, you really do love Standard, right?
Oh yeah,
That's
Standard,
your jam.
Yeah, I have been advocating for over a year now that I'm like, hey, I really wish that Wizards would do more to support Standard.
Yeah.
And I think that Standard right now is in a really good spot. I think the increased size of it and just the general design of a lot of the recent sets. Bloomburrow's amazing, Foundations is great, Duskborn is great, and I had a lot of fun at the Spotlight Series in Atlanta, and I'm really glad that they're doing more big Standard events.
Yeah, a lot of deck diversity at that tournament too. It was like the most played deck was only 15% or something. So whenever you have that kind of healthy metagame where anyone can play any type of deck they want, aggro, control, ramp, makes for a really good format.
I'm certainly not making standard episodes of Shuffle Up and Play for the views, but I'm making them because I genuinely love the format. I've been hooked on it for a little over a year now. We've been doing so much more standard content on the channel, and it just comes from a place of genuinely enjoying it. So I encourage everybody to build a standard deck. Go down to your local game store, if nowhere else. Do a Friday Night Magic. Check out the store championship. That's one of my favorite in-store events.
Yeah, that's a good bridge from like getting casual to really getting competitive before you go to big scale events.
Or you can play it digitally on Magic Online. And the other one. But Magic Online.
Wait,
Do you play that other one? Or?
What's it called again? I don't know. You tell me.
MTGA?
MTG Arena.
That's the Canadian Magic Online. MTGA. Oh, we're playing MTGA.
Yep.
So what's more humiliating, if Ash and Corey 2-0 Kibler and then I come in and beat him, or if Ash and Corey lose to Kibler and then I come in and beat him? Because then I feel like everybody is kind of embarrassed in that
It
last
depends.
situation.
The embarrassment's spread out to different people based on
All right.
those scenarios for sure. All
I
right.
got a good one over here.
Did you want to go first or second?
Oh, I think I'm gonna go first.
Okay. I'll keep as well. Good luck, Kibler.
Are we good? Are we good to
We're
go?
good.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I have a Hushwood Verge.
Okay.
And a dog.
Okay.
District mascot. So this comes into play with a 1/1 counter. I can pay a green and 1 to remove 2 counters from it to destroy an artifact. And whenever it attacks while saddled, it gets a +1/+1 counter. And it has saddle 1.
That is so big. You're blocking the.
Here.
That is a very.
He's playing fetch for the dog.
All right, I'm gonna let Kibler use the commander at home, guys. But Corey, use the normal size counters so we can see the artwork.
My deck has a ton of counters, so they'll be covered.
Okay.
That is a very Kibler-esque card.
Oh, yeah.
Just looking at the picture alone.
Yeah, it is an adorable little dog.
Yeah.
Who gets gigantic. So
Yeah, that is a Kibler card if I've ever seen one. All right, so I'm going to play Copperline Gorge, and I'll pass to you.
let's draw.
I'm just impressed by the amount of text on that thing.
Yep.
A 1-drop.
Didn't even believe it.
One drop.
Believe it.
Back in my day, they just
Back
added
in
one
my-
green mana.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will play a Plains
Okay.
Verge Online,
Oh, man.
and then I actually already have a kind of an interesting decision.
Jeez, your deck's that good?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it is.
I'm in trouble.
All right, we're gonna do this way. I'm gonna play Botanical Brawler,
Okay.
a 0/0, but fortunately it comes into play with 2 +1 counters, and it has trample. And whenever 1 or more +1 counters put into another permanent I control, if it's the first time that turn, this also gets a counter.
Okay. So you're trying to put 5 power in play on turn 2?
Oh yeah, basically.
I'm not a fan of that, but yep, that resolves.
So I am going to saddle my doggy.
All right, I suppose I'm definitely going to torch the tower something. This is still going to get a counter no matter what.
It is when it attacks while saddled.
While saddled. Okay, so if the creature isn't there, maybe you wouldn't get it, huh? All right, I'll kill the Brawler, so I don't think I can beat a 3/3.
Okay, Brawler dies. And is exiled because it's torch.
Exiled, yep.
And then this will attack.
Okay,
It was in fact saddled. So
Yeah.
Boom. Counter from a pup.
all right, I will go to 18.
And then I'm done.
Good start, Kibler, good start. All right, I'm going to play Thornspire Verge, and I'm going to play the very exciting new card, Fear of Missing Out. All right.
It's technically new.
Exactly.
Less than a year old.
It's new-ish, so...
I love that card though. It's
Me too.
so good.
Me
It's
too.
So good.
Almost sweet.
Me
It's so
too.
underplayed.
So when Fear of Missing Out comes into play, I'm going to discard a card. I'm going to discard Full Throttle. I mean, this card is sweet. I don't know if you've seen this one.
Oh, that's 2 additional combat phases.
Exactly.
Sorcery. Yeah.
This is a card for the content, I'll say. And then I'm going to draw a card, and I'll pass to you, Kibler.
Draw. We have another Verge.
Okay.
I think we're gonna do this. We're gonna play Innkeeper's Talent. So that's an enchantment, which is a class. Beginning of combat of my turn, I put a +1/+1 counter on target creature I control. And if I level it up to 2, permanents I control with counters on them have ward 1. I am gonna level it up.
I'm just glad it's not another creature. That would have been nasty.
This is now at level 2. We're gonna go to combat, put a counter on the pup.
Okay.
The pup is attacking for 3.
I like that the pup gets the big dice, but the talent, not so much here. All right, so yeah, I'm not gonna block. I'll take 3. I go down to 15.
Okay.
Brutal.
And then I'm done.
God, you had to win the die roll too. Not cool.
Very competitive.
He really is. Let's see. I got 2 options.
Do any of them kill my dog?
No, especially not with Ward.
Good.
I will never be killing that good
I
dog.
must protect the good boy.
Yeah. I'm gonna play a new card here. I'm gonna play Howl Squad Heavy. This is kind of a Rabble Master S cards. 3 mana. When it comes into play, start your engines. So I start my engines at 1.
Vroom, vroom.
Vroom, vroom,
Vroom, vroom.
as they say. Other goblins you control have haste. Luckily, I'm going to be making some goblins. At the beginning of combat on your turn, I create a 1/1 red goblin token that attacks each turn if able, and then max speed when I hit to 4 off start my engines. I will add 1 red for each goblin you control. Also, another thing for start your engine, whenever you deal damage for the first time on your turn, it increases. So I'm gonna go to combat.
So do you feel a need for speed, Corey?
I
You
do feel a need for
speed?
speed. I need to go faster as well, Prof. So
Yep.
yeah, so I'm at 1 speed now. So beginning of combat, I'm going to get a goblin. And I'm worried I'm just never gonna be able to block your good dog anyways. That could go up to what, 5 power? How could I ever block that? So I'm gonna try to attack you, Kibler, for 3.
I have no blocks.
Okay.
So the first damage I've taken.
So I'm increasing my speed to 2, shifting up, and then I'm done.
All right. Well, we're gonna play a plains, and we're gonna play a bulwark ox. So. Whenever this attacks while saddled, it gets a +1/+1 counter. It's a 2/2. And I can sacrifice it to give creatures with counters on them hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. So I am going to use this to saddle my dog.
When I saw that card when I was looking to build a deck, I'm like, this is the most Kibler card I've ever seen in my entire life. I better not take
So
it.
the funny thing is, this deck is actually kind of like a core of a deck that I have been messing with for a while.
Yeah.
I actually played a green-white botanical brawler deck at the Pro Tour 2 years ago.
Wow.
And it's progressively gotten like cards that are better than the cards I played then. Innkeeper's Talent, a lot better than like some of the tools then were.
Yeah.
There's stuff like the Reluctant Role Model from Duskmourn, which incidentally is great at saddling things because it gets bonuses when it gets tapped.
Right.
Yeah.
So the Survivor mechanic.
I also like all your saddled cards if you can play like Split Up or something in the board. If you translate this to best of 3, I think that stuff is pretty cool.
Okay, so I am going to go to combat.
Okay.
So this will get a counter from Innkeeper's Talent.
Okay.
I will attack with it while it is saddled. It will get another counter.
Oh my God.
Okay.
So it's a 5/5 pup.
So it's maxed out on the dice, right?
So this is one of our dice. This is one of Prof's dice.
Okay. I have no blocks. I'm gonna go to 10.
Okay.
Using my life as a resource here, or just dying fast. We'll see.
It's not a pup anymore. It's a dog.
Yeah, that's just
It is
that's
a
that's
dog.
wolf.
This is a thick boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Go ahead.
All right, let's untap, see what we can do. I'm going to start with an Inti. Inti, a really good card here. 2/2, whenever you attack, you may discard a card. When you do, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature. It gains trample until end of turn. And whenever you discard 1 or more cards, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card until your next end step. Head to combat.
Before you go to combat, still in your first main phase,
Okay.
I do not want this to trigger.
Okay.
I'm going to target this with Get Lost.
Wow, okay. Really rude, but I'll allow it. I'll get a couple maps.
You do get maps, and because it is still in your first main phase, you still have the
I can
ability to
use them. Yep. Okay. I'm just gonna go to combat still and attack with these 2. And when I attack, I'm gonna discard a Fear of Missing Out, and I'm gonna target my Fear of Missing Out for the counter. Okay. So when I discard 1 or more cards, I'm gonna exile the top card of my library, and I can play that. Always lucky. Needed the land. Needed it. All right, and then I have no effects before damage.
Sure. So I will take 4.
Yep.
All right, I go to 13.
13. I'm gonna gain speed off that damage. I wish you were at a lower life total.
I am glad I'm not.
Okay. All right. Second main, I'm gonna play Carplusian Forest, and I'm gonna play really the card I kind of built this deck around. Draconautics. Is that how you say that?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, Draconautics Engineer here. This is 2 mana for a 2/2 exhaust. So you can activate these exhaust abilities only once, just once, not once per turn or anything like that. Other creatures you control gain haste until end of turn. Put a 1/1 counter on this creature. And then the other exhaust ability is 4 mana, create a 4/4 dinosaur dragon. You ever played with any dragons before? Creature token with flying. So, yeah, I got some stuff that makes exhaust cheaper as well. So there's some really cool Gruul synergies
And
here.
you are now at Delirium for FOMO.
I'm
right?
as delirious as it gets, yep. And I'll pass to you.
Okay, and you're at 10?
I'm at 10. I don't like you asking me that question.
All right, I will draw.
Okay. I hope you have 2 bricks in hand.
I kind of do.
Okay, good.
Kinda do. You have 2 cards?
I have 2 cards.
All right.
Both
So,
fantastic.
not sure I believe you.
They're good in the sense of being good cards. Maybe not great right now, but...
So if you have a land, you could make a dragon, give all your stuff haste. I would be dead. If
I wouldn't do
both
that
my
to you,
things.
though.
We're
friends,
I'd be
you know?
well past dead, actually.
I'm loving this map.
All right, yeah, me too. Looks like Team TCC is off to a good start.
I don't like that at all.
Still can't believe you have a 1 mana 5/5 right now. I mean,
I
that
do,
is-
but it's
that-
not good enough.
Yeah.
I am going to play another Innkeeper's Talent.
Okay, we're in the
I'm
end.
going to level up this Innkeeper's Talent.
All right, I will never target your creatures. You got it.
So I am going to go to combat,
Okay.
trigger both Innkeeper's Talents.
Okay.
I'm going to put 2 counters on my Ox, and then my Ox is attacking you.
Okay, that's a smart attack. I don't really have great blocks unless I want to trade Inti and my Engineer, so that doesn't seem good. So, all right, I'll go to 6.
Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and play this land and say go.
Okay, all right, let's see what we can do. I want to see what some of this map stuff will do. So I'm going to sack this map, targeting my Fear of Missing Out.
Okay.
Okay. It is a land.
Fortunately, not
exactly what I wanted.
Oh, good and bad. Well, good for us. I mean,
Yeah. Good for the heroes.
good
you
for
know?
the heroes.
Here we go.
Team TCC.
By some definition of hero.
You're the villain in this. We're standing up. You're
Yeah.
Nicol Bolas. We're the Gatewatch.
I'm playing green-white dogs. Who could call this guy a villain?
Phoenix Standard.
He's the district mascot.
No. Corey is about to run over your dog with his car. And we're the heroes.
Well, I'm still in a tough spot here.
Funny, because I feel the same way.
That's how you know it's a good game.
Yeah.
That's 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so I cannot kill you. That's unfortunate.
Again, depends on your perspective.
Yes. I have 2 options here. I can sack this map on Fear of Missing Out and try to hit a non-land. If I hit a non-land, I could attack, bump it with Inti. That's 10 free damage, basically, where you wouldn't be able to... You'd only be able to chump, which I know you don't want to do. But if it's a land, then I don't get to make a 4/4 dinosaur dragon. So there's some real cost. You mind if I look at the top of this video?
There are rules.
All right, I am going to try to run it. I'm going to map on
Land.
Fear of Missing Out.
Land.
No land.
Oh my god. And it's the best thing to put into the yard. So this is another cool one. Afterburner Expert. Whenever you activate an exhaust ability, return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's really good, though.
Yeah.
Like for free?
Yeah, just for free.
It just does it.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Wow.
So here, I get the counter from the map, and I'm not gonna lie, Kibler, that was bad for you. That was quite bad for you. I'm gonna activate this. So other creatures you control gain haste, and then I put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. So with that exhaust ability, this will come into play. It'll see the haste. Then I will go to the combats. I think he might just be dead here. So I'm going to attack, trigger Inti and FOMO here. So I'm gonna discard this card, put a counter here, flip that as my revealed card, flip Hollow Squad Heavy. Not gonna be able to cast this, so I'm gonna get that one out of there.
Well, and the counter's on this.
Yep, and this has
a 5/6.
a 5/6, and it's gonna be the one that untaps.
No, I'm gonna die.
Are you?
Well, because this has 4 damage on it, I can make it indestructible
Yeah.
with this, but because it has 4 damage on it, and this has trample from
Oh,
the Inti
Yeah,
effect.
I was about to say.
I forgot it had trample.
I was about
I have
to
a lot of Inti. I know what Inti does.
What?
Because then I was wondering, I was like, if I attack with this and you can put more counters on that, then I'd be in trouble.
Well, I have no
but-
cards.
But yeah.
But yeah, the problem is this is a 5/5 that can block this, but this will have trample, and even with indestructible, you just have to assign the 1 remaining damage, and then you trample over for 4, and you do kill.
Yeah, and I will discard again. I guess I can pump it one more time since it attacks, but.
All right.
I go to -2.
All right.
Good game,
Kibler.
All right.
I was about to say, I was sitting here like, I swear Inti gives trample.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, that was the luckiest
That
map
was so insane.
ever.
Nuts. I was like, for free?
For free.
The torch the tower killing my brawler, because like the brawler would get out of control with the amount of counters going on.
100%, yeah.
I actually had the decision of which one I wanted to play on turn 2, and I was like, this guy starts growing right away.
Yeah.
But like this guy can play and have the protection later, so it's kind of this interesting thing. And I want to get this guy out of
either,
it.
that's for sure.
But I want to get this guy. You know, if you don't have torch right then, getting this guy growing immediately is really valuable.
Yeah, I think it's still worth it, and that card has the late game, aspects to it. So I think that's what I would have done
For
as
sure.
well.
Yeah.
But,
Man, the map betraying me so hard.
Really did.
It's more like get lost right here.
It was more like get found.
Round 2. Kibler, you're already down by 1. Ash, if you do this, you will have unseated a Pro Tour champion. The Hall of Fame title will be stripped from his record. I called up, no.
I don't know that it works that way.
I'm pretty sure it does.
No, I'm locked in.
I think you also, I think you also just get Player of the Year. It's just like, it's all part of the bundle. It's bundled togetger. It's bundled together.
I think you get
I never even got that.
I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to do this.
They don't give Player of the Year for Commander?
Maybe they should.
Maybe they should.
Maybe.
Let Wizards of the Coast know we need a Commander, Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Sign those letters, Brian Kibler. Okay, so the question is this, is since we are essentially Team Tolarian here, and this is game 2, does Kibler get to choose as having lost game 1, whether he goes first or second, or are we rolling like it's a new player? It is a new player.
If it's a match, then it's 2 out of 3. And
He's going to roll his weighted dice anyway, so just give it to him.
Double 6.
All right. Well, shall we shuffle up? We're going to determine who is on the play.
What do you do after you shuffle up?
You play.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes. Pro players. Ooh, tricksy pro players. All right. Well, I think Kibler does get to pick because this is we're all ganging up on him.
Yeah.
We're all ganging up on him.
It's fair.
You got robbed.
I got robbed. Listen, we don't win coin flips over here. We just make it work.
All right. This one's good.
This one could be good.
Could be.
It could be good.
Could be anything.
It could be good.
We ready? I have a Razorverge Thicket, and once again, a good boy.
A good boy. I see.
District mascot.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna draw my card. Got a concealed courtyard here, and I'm gonna tap it and get myself a snarling gorehound. So whenever another creature with power 2 or less enters the battlefield under your control, you may surveil 1.
All right. We need you in the comments to vote. Which is the better dog?
The better dog.
They're both dogs. Which
That's
is
a bad dog. Bad dog
That
for
looks
sure.
like a hell
The
dog.
dog, bad dog. Yeah, just say.
Depends. It's perspective.
It really is. It really is.
All right, well, that's it for me.
Well, you're gonna surveil. Oh no!
Another creature.
Did you read the card? I've always wanted to do this. I've been waiting for so many years. Did you read the card?
No.
Oh my god! Okay. That's abuse.
I will play a forest.
I'll be abused.
And this time, this isn't getting torched. So we will play Botanical Brawler. Botanical Brawler is going to saddle up the good boy. Good boy is going to attack, get a counter, and thus also Botanical Brawler gets a counter.
Looks nasty.
I guess I'm taking 2.
All right.
Go down to 18.
Then I'm done.
Growing so fast over there, huh?
Brawler really is, like when it gets going, it really is a heck of a card.
Yeah. Dies to Doomblade though, so.
It does.
Yeah.
It doesn't torch the tower.
All right, let me see here. I'm happy to be playing this card, the new Verge land.
Hey.
Actually. Finally, it's complete. So, but it taps for a black mana, which is pretty nice because I need that right now. Get myself a Gnawing Vermin. When it enters the battlefield, target player mills 2 cards, which I will target myself.
Me?
No, don't worry about it. I will mill 2 cards here. Final Vengeance, that would have been nice to have. And a Nesting Bot, okay, which is another new card, by the way. I also
Ash
have
playing a sacrifice deck?
What? Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I do get the Gorehound trigger as well, which allows me to surveil 1. So let's see what we get. All right, shoving that in the graveyard. It's a Vengeful Blood Witch.
Okay, and the cards in your graveyard, I imagine, are going to be pretty important.
Yes.
I have a feeling I know what might be happening
a
here.
little bit. Yeah, there might be
Just because they're going to the graveyard doesn't mean they're staying there.
Nah, it's a little card called, you'll find out eventually, actually.
Raise the past. I know the name of the card.
Okay, sure. All right,
I've seen these decks
you know
before.
what? That's right.
What?
Yeah, I will leave your pup alone. Don't worry about it. But I am going to do this. I'm going to cast Final Vengeance. I'm going to, as an additional cost to cast a spell, I have to sacrifice a creature enchant. So I'm going to sacrifice my vermin, and then I will exile your brawler.
Okay.
So there you go.
The turn 2 brawler got exiled both games by 1 cost spell.
So this does give another creature -1/-1.
Aha.
That's whatever.
He lives.
The dog lives.
Liz, there you go. I will then move to combat, and I will swing at you for 1.
Down to 19.
All right, that's my turn.
All right.
That was a nice turn.
But there's
Thank you. We're
more.
cooking a little bit, it's starting.
Brawler number 2.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
And then I'll play a Llanowar Elf.
Never seen that
As is
before.
my right. And Llanowar Elf is going to saddle up the dog, who's going to attack, get a counter for attacking while saddled, which will put a counter on Brawler.
Oof. Okay, I guess I'm
Yes,
thinking,
Woof. Woof is right.
I guess I'm thinking 3 then, huh? Go down to 15. All right.
And then I'm done. Got any artifacts?
No, I'm good.
You can chew up your shoes now.
Listen,
That's so good.
I don't know about that one. I'm gonna start off by playing a Shadowy Backstreet. Enters tapped. I do get to surveil 1, so let's see if we can shove some more in there. Sure. Actually, the new guy right here. This is Zerer Glory Spas. No idea if I pronounced that right. Start your engines as well. I can sacrifice another creature to surveil 1, activate only once each turn. But it is like a free sacrifice, which we love to see. With max speed, whenever another non-token creature you control dies, create a tapped 2/2 black zombie creature token. So I'd like to start my engines, but we're not there yet. But this is going into my graveyard. And then, we gotta cook up, because this is gonna get a little scary. Both of these guys have trample too, right?
This one does not.
The dog
does
does
not.
but the brawler does.
His
Okay.
paws are too small.
Aw.
For now.
For now, you never know. Pay 2, and I'm gonna get another Vengeful Blood Witch reward. So we've had that one already before. Do get the Snarling Gorehound trigger, so let's surveil. And let me double check that. Yeah, that can just go in the graveyard as well. A Plains.
Okay.
Pass a turn.
All right. 2 1/1s. All right.
Nothing too scary. Not even worry about it.
That dog still looks scary though. So
That's true.
A little
That's
scary.
true. He's just there to put the fear of God into people, but it's just a tiny 1/1, and
I will play another district mascot. Another pup. This dog is going to ride my other dog.
That's
you
adorable.
get the brawler trigger.
It's when this gets the saddle counter. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
this guy.
You
Yeah,
are
yeah,
correct.
there you
You are correct.
I got you.
Oh.
I got you.
What are you doing?
Whose team are you on?
That was a mistake. That was a lie.
And then I am going to attack. So this will get a counter for attacking while saddled, and this will get a counter because this got a counter for the first time.
I see.
We will have to give you a game rules violation.
Yeah. Thank you. You
It's
got my
competitive,
back. You got my back. I'm going to put the Blood Witch in front of the dog and the Gorehound in front of the Llanowar Elf.
Yep.
So not suspicious at all, I guess.
Okay.
Nothing
So
scary.
this does 5 to you, and these trade.
Yep. And I do
Nice.
get the Blood Witch triggers as well, which is 2 life for me and 2 life loss for you.
Yep. So I go down to 17,
I'm now at 12.
and then it's your turn.
All right, so draw for turn.
I feel like the past may be raised.
What?
I don't know what this spell does.
I don't
so
either.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Pum, 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 pum. That is
Yep,
for
yep,
mana. And I'm kind of like, as an MTG Arena player, I'm kind of dreading this turn, but we have to do this.
You have to actually.
I have to actually think about my
resolve your
stuff
triggers.
now. Yeah, I gotta resolve my triggers. So here it is, Raise the Past.
To do.
4 mana sorcery, return all creature cards with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield.
Ooh.
Okay.
It's time to bring it all back out. There we go. So we get the Gorehound back, the Blood Witch, this one's a Glory Spas, Vermin, another Blood Witch,
Oh, this
and
is sick.
Nesting Bot. There we go.
Yup.
And then a bunch of triggers happen, and I gotta figure out how to order all of them. So I guess we'll start off with the Vermin trigger, milling myself for 2. So we're gonna start off with that. I definitely don't need Final Vengeance against a massive,
You already played one. Don't complain.
You're right. We got another land in there. Sure.
So you
And
have 5 Surveil 1 triggers.
yep, I believe so. So let's get that started. Graveyard. Graveyard, it's new Blood Gas.
Oh,
It's back.
yes.
This kind of was my inspiration behind the whole
Yeah.
build. I was like, you gotta do something with Blood Gas. It's so dope.
The most Ashlizzle card I've ever seen.
Basically, yes. All right, I got 2 more. This is another new one, Gas Guzzler, which is kind of spicy. 1 mana, 2/1 vampire, start your engines as well, enters tapped, max speed. I can then for 1 black sacrifice another creature or vehicle and draw a card. Pretty dope.
Sweet.
And then I believe we have 1 more in here. I just shove everything in a graveyard. If it's not a race to pass, I don't want it. So
And you have your engine started, right?
Yes, you got some
yes,
engines
this
from
starts
the
my engine. So there we go. My engine is now online. I do have the Zabur still, so I can sacrifice another creature to surveil 1.
Oh, gosh.
Activate only once each turn. So once each turn,
Oh,
but
once
it's
each
still
turn.
fine. Yeah, that's why Bartholomew is in here, because this guy has infinite sacrifices.
Yeah.
So I sacrifice another creature or artifact with 1 counter on it. So I can sacrifice the whole board if I had this guy, but I don't. But it's fine. Maybe one day. I will, however, sacrifice the Gnawing Vermin now, which puts the -1/-1 on your up.
You wouldn't do that.
Listen, I'm playing for Team TCC here.
So you're saying that Tolarian Community College is full of monsters?
Listen, I can't say
Look at his little face.
It's cute. It's cute. I like it, but we gotta rep the team here. So that happens.
Team animal abuse, I understand.
Yeah, and we get 2 Blood Witch triggers in the process as well. So
I go to 15 life.
I go to 14. All right, this will put my speed up to 2, and then I get the Surveil 1 as well of this dude 2 while we're at it. So let's see what we got. Shove that right in there.
Wow. You are cooking.
This is like, you know what I
This is
mean? I've been
sick.
trying to cook it up a little bit, but yeah, we'll see how the rest goes. But that would be my turn.
Oh, is that all?
I'm just playing solitaire.
all you got.
That's all I got. It's not too much.
I'm just gonna cast Rest in Peace.
You wouldn't do that to me.
Oh, I absolutely
We're playing
would.
best of one. We're playing best of one. Hold up.
You can even do the rest in peace with the dead dog on it. Which is
Oh.
you've seen that one, right? Where they
Yeah, but it's horrible.
That's horrifying.
That dog is sleeping. He's sleeping.
That's just what mom and dad told you so that you didn't feel bad.
Oh man.
Do you have another Raise the Past?
You don't have to kill that. You don't have to kill that.
Silence. It's silence.
I will play Lanarel.
Okay.
I will saddle up my district mascot. I will attack with these 2. The district mount will get a +1/+1 counter from the saddle, which will give a +1/+1 counter to Botanical Brawler, which is now a 6/6 Trampler.
All right. I will block the dog with the nesting bot, and then after blockers are declared, I will be sacrificing it to Zephyr Glory's Past. So I sec it, I get myself a little servo in the process. I do get the Vengeful Blood Witch triggers again, so I go up to 16, you lose 2. Okay, I also get the Surveil going. Come on. Oh, graveyard. Once again, not a race fast. I do have a Surveil from the Snarling Gorehound as well with the servo entering, so let me see.
Another Bloodghast.
Honestly, I might keep that on top.
That's a bad sign.
That is a really bad sign.
Really bad sign for me.
It's a land.
I do not.
It's another raise the past.
I feel like that's all it could be.
Yeah.
Well.
Okay.
So I go to 10.
And I am at 13 from your Blood Witch triggers.
Yup.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of 1/1s. You got a massive trampler. Don't even worry
I
about
do,
it.
but you keep gaining life and you keep plinking me for damage.
It do be the sacrifice lifestyle.
Yeah. I'm trying to decide what I want to try to kill. Whether I kill your Zahur or I kill a Blood Witch here. Because it's actually really interesting. Because the Zahur is currently your sack outlet, but you can obviously also just block. But the Blood Witches are getting you out of range of my Trampler and getting me down to in range. So it's a weird spot. And if you have another Raise the Past, none of this matters. But I gotta try.
You gotta try.
I'm gonna cast Get Lost. And I still don't know. I still don't know which is right. I imagine you probably have more redundancy for sacrifice effects than like additional effects like Blood Witch. So I think I want to kill a Blood Witch.
All right, let's do it. So then you lose 2 life in the process. I gain 2 life, so go back up to 12.
My maps betrayed me so badly in the previous game.
You never know.
It's funny because these are basically like, you kind of need removal against stuff like Screaming Nemesis, but in some matchups, the maps can just be such a terrible drawback.
Yeah, that can be rough.
So, all right, I am done.
All right, I will untap and I will withdraw that precious card I kept on top. All right. I will tell you, it's not a race of past,
Okay.
but
It's similar to Erase the Past.
close enough. It's close enough.
Liliana the Veil.
We're gonna start off with this plains, and I'm gonna get myself a nesting bot entering. So I get the Snarling Gorehound trigger of that, so reveal 1. That will go into my grave. And then it's time to reveal the cute little card. I'm gonna spend 3 here. Have that, and I will also gift you a card. Maybe that reveals a little bit more what it is. So it's Dewdrop Cure.
Oh, yeah.
Return up to 2 target creature cards, each with mana value 2 or less, from your grave to the battlefield. If the gift was promised, instead return up to 3 target creature cards, each with mana value 2 or less, from your graveyard to the battlefield. So, casting that.
I get a card! Yay!
There you go.
It might be the last card of this game, but
So I am grabbing back my Bartholomew, my Blood Witch, and my Nesting
God.
So there I go. Welcome back.
boy.
I'm just dead, right?
for
I
sure.
haven't done the math, but I'm pretty sure, especially because you have no blockers up too. So I have an attack too.
Oh my
I'm just
God.
Like all of this.
Might
is
be able to
ready
deal
attack.
20.
Yeah, I should be able to cook something here.
I feel bad making a commander player go up against 2 standard players. That's just,
Both of
I thought it would be fun, but
Both of these
it's
games
just
had me
sad.
playing dog, brawler, first brawler dies, and then I don't really do anything else.
Yeah.
Well, you're just like, all of my plans have come together.
Don't worry, you're up against me next. You'll get a win.
You gotta have a really good deck here with busted these have all been so far.
All right. Well, I guess we should go through the motions. I get like 3 Servile triggers off of these guys for what it's worth. Another Bloodghast.
Oh my God.
I hope you have a land,
too. And Guzzler. You can all go in there. Let's go to combat first here, I guess. So I will swing at you for, what is that? 3, 4, 5, and 6.
So I'm at 5, so you have like 20 pings
I
remaining.
Yeah, so like every creature that I sacrifice makes you lose 2 life.
Yeah.
Bartholomew gives me infinite sacrifices. I have a nest.
Excuse me, it's limited by the number of creatures you have,
Yeah, well,
which is like,
enough.
9 or
More than
whatever.
enough. Yeah. Like I have nesting bot, I can sack that and sack the token, so that's 4. I have another nesting bot here, does the same. So that's
This is
like
what we call in the
2
business,
additional.
still had all the...
Oh yeah.
All of
yeah.
these, and and then I can
okay,
basically go.
Right.
Doing it, team. Doing
Yes,
it.
let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. Yo, ready for this? Boom, 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 boom,
My
boom,
mind.
boom, boom, boom.
All right, everyone, we're here for our 3rd match here at Shuffle Up and Play. Me and Ashlizzle, we got it done.
We got it.
So we gave you a good start here, but we really, just 2-0ing or just 2-1ing here is not enough. Prof, we need the 3-0 here against this commander.
Well,
player.
now hang on a second here. You won the match. TCC won the match. Is this not a new match then, where we should just roll to see who goes first?
No,
with the new
absolutely
match?
not.
No.
Absolutely not. Kibler gets to go first again.
What?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
I'll
Apparently I need it. It hasn't worked so far. So.
since you are a casual commander player, I will allow it. I will allow it.
Yes.
All right.
I will
all
choose
right.
to play
I'm
first.
gonna be on the play. I have the appropriately emblazoned dies to removal sleeves because I'm about to die in this matchup. So the problem is that in the other standard episodes, I was coming in, hero to save it for TCC. But in this one, TCC already won, so all my luck is out. I got one thing on my side, Kibbs. And you know what that is? Variance. Variance, baby. It's going to carry me to the win.
And I gotta say, I mean, sure, your cards might die to removal, but Kibler's removal spells have been horrendous so
my
far
God.
today.
Like I was saying earlier,
Yeah.
get lost was get lost.
You need to
Both
get them
games
out of your deck
feel
at
bad.
this point.
All
All right, let's
draw.
do this here. 3, 4, 5, 6. I have to count 7.
Start with 8.
Start with 8. I could use it. Okay. I don't know if this is the right hand, but I'm keeping it solely because of this.
Okay.
The fact that I've got this for turn 1.
All right. I will also
All right.
keep.
You will also keep. All right. and
Mostly
you said-
because I have this for
all right,
turn 1.
All right. And you said you would like to be on the draw, right? You said you'd be like.
No, you should get your hearing checked.
What? What?
Let me guess, a dog.
No, actually.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
An elf.
An elf.
Oh, yeah.
I will take 1 though.
That's taking me back. That's taking me back. All right. Here we go. I've been waiting since 1994 to do this to you, Brian Kibler. Plains tap for the OG Savannah Lions.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
That's the OG.
you've got Llanowar elves there. Hang on a second here.
This is an alpha showdown, right?
This is right. We got to do it. We got to do it. This is both legal. This is both legal and standard right now. We gotta use. Here, you can even just put it right.
Amazing.
That's an actual advice. That's from when I was actually in high school, and I imagine you were not born yet. Maybe you were maybe like 8. How old were you?
We're the same age.
We're the same. Are we really? I thought you just looked old. Oh wow, are we really about the same age? That's awesome news.
I was this many.
In 93? Yeah. I started playing in February of 94.
Really?
Okay.
How old? But were you in high school or junior high?
I was 13.
Okay, I'm
Were you alive?
so sorry to say this. I am
man.
older than you by a significant.
Finally. Old Brian, young Brian. There we go.
Okay. I will
Brian
attack.
Jr.
Yeah, exactly.
I will draw. I am going to play this here Plains, and I will play Enduring Innocence. And every time I play this card, I do take 1 damage for my brush land. Every time I play this card, speaking of the 90s, the Enigma song, Return to Innocence, comes into my head. I don't think you have the license to play it right now.
Yeah, you can't say it. Death strikes for sure.
Here's the microphone.
Definitely don't. That's very nice. It's very cool. That's very cool. So it's cats versus dogs here, except you don't have.
This is
that
a
dog?
sheep. This is a sheep.
Yeah, just a sheep.
We'll have some dogs later, I assure you.
Okay. I'm gonna play another Plains. That's right. This deck, you can check deck lists in the description, has 22 Plains. Perfect. We're going to tap 2 for a Sky Knight Squire.
Okay.
This is a 1/1. Whenever another creature I control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. As long as this creature has 3 or more +1/+1 counters on it, it has flying and is a knight in addition to its other types. Right now, it's just a 1/1. I don't know if I want to test you to see if you're gonna trade.
Well, he does just. This is Enduring Innocence, so when it dies,
You get it back.
It comes back as an enchantment.
Right. So that's kind of like, I feel like you'd want.
I might block.
Pass turn.
Okay, that's an interesting draw. Although I don't think it's very good against you right now.
Does it get lost?
Trauma.
My nightmare. My nightmare. Okay. I will start by playing a Reluctant Role Model. So this is a 2/2 with Survival. At the beginning of your second main phase, if this is tapped, put a Flying Lifelink or +1/+1 counter on it. And whenever it or another creature you control dies, if it had counters, put those counters on up to 1 target creature. So this will trigger Enduring Innocence. So I will draw a card.
Nice.
And I did draw that Plains that I wanted, which is why I didn't play my land first.
Yes.
Next level plays.
Yeah. I will play this Bulwark Ox. So we played this in the first game, didn't really get the job done, but I am going to use my Reluctant Role Model to saddle up my Ox. I am then going to go to combat.
Yep.
I will attack you with Enduring Innocence.
Just the Enduring Innocence. Now, what did saddling the ox get you?
I tap this. So at the end of my start of my second main phase, this will get a counter.
Ow. All right. Whatever.
That's good.
I'm glad he didn't have this kind of draw against us. That is nasty. Sorry, Prof. That looks busted.
Oh man. How do you turn one letter elf on the play? Like
I
mean-
genuinely feel like I shouldn't be held hostage by this thing, because then it's just what? I'm never going to kill it just because it comes back? I don't know. I'll take the 2 and go down to 18 now.
So I will go to 20 from the lifelink.
Right.
And then I will put a +1/+1 counter on the role model. And then I'm done with my turn.
Yeah, turn one Llanowar from Kibler. That's
Yeah,
pretty
that's-
iconic.
it's iconic for sure.
Let's get the dog back. That one's easier to beat.
Get the dog, please.
All right. Here's what I want to do. I'm going to do 2, and I want to play Ossification.
Nice.
I'm going to enchant my planes, and this allows me to exile target creature or planeswalker that Brian Kibler controls until Ossification leaves the battlefield. Got some tasty targets. I almost want to just grab that Enduring Innocence, because then it never comes back.
It's not a bad plan.
And that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
So that actually goes under my Ossification. Move to declare attackers. We are going to come at you with the Savannah Lions.
I will not block.
Okay. I would have not minded a trade
So
there.
I would-
That's why. Pass the turn.
Ooh, no land.
Yeah, I know.
Ruh-roh.
Well, you
Sorry
got
to
22
remind you.
planes.
I know. I got 22 planes, but these ain't one.
All right, draw. We're going to start things off a Paw Patch Recruit, and I will pay the Offspring cost to get a copy of my Paw Patch Recruit.
Okay.
Offspring will make a 1/1 copy of my Paw Patch Recruit.
Yes.
And this is a 2/1 trample with whenever a creature I control becomes the target of spell or ability an opponent controls, like an ossification, I can put a +1/+1 counter on a different creature.
Okay.
Speaking of protecting my guys, I will play another Bulwark Ox.
Oh, no.
Which I don't really need to do now, but I'm doing it anyway. I will use the token copy of Paw Patch Recruit to saddle up my Bulwark Ox. I will then attack you with the Bulwark Ox and the Reluctant Role Model. I will trigger the Bulwark Ox, and it is going to put a counter on this Bulwark Ox, I think. And it's going to put a counter on itself.
Okay. Selfish ox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little selfish.
I'm going to say no blocks.
Okay, so that would be 6 damage.
Oh my god.
So at the end of the combat, we go to the beginning of second main phase. This will get the counter.
Very nice.
And then I'm done.
All right. Do we have it? We got it! All right, so we got a couple choices here because I want to get some counters on this Sky Knight Squire. So what I want to do, we're going to tap 2 for a Glory Heath Lynx. This is a 2/3 cat mount. It's got lifelink, but most interestingly, whenever this creature attacks while saddled, I may search my library for a basic plains, which is nice, put it into my hand, and I can saddle it for 2.
Wow.
Pretty sweet.
That's a good card.
Trigger off of the Sky Knight, I get a counter there. And then I'm gonna tap 1 for yet another creature. This is my commander. It's Boston, tomorrow's champion. It's a 2/1, I can spend white and exert it. Remember exert? That's a cool mechanic. I actually like that came back. Create a 1/1 white cat creature token with lifelink, or I can cycle it for 3 when I cycle the card. Cats I control gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Right now I want to bring it out for the counter. I'm just 1 away from being a flying knight. I feel like I need to hold back for blockers, but then I'm just losing. Oh, this is rough. This is very, very rough. Hold out hope. Pass turn.
Okay.
Boring.
I will untap. I will draw my card.
2 lands, right?
I am going to bring the age-old conflict of cats versus dogs.
Of course,
it's
yeah.
back.
We'll
It's
play
back.
our district mascot. This one's
Yeah.
going to be a little bit smaller than the previous one, I think.
No.
Yeah.
Muffin.
So let's grow our stuff.
No.
Oh, please.
So we are going to use the district mascot and the elf to saddle these.
Okay.
I am going to attack. So we're going to attack with all 3 of these. The Bulwark Ox are both going to trigger. I'm going to put a counter on this and a counter on this. This is pretty sick. The Oxes with this, because these I can sacrifice to make my guys with counters hexproof and indestructible,
transfer
and
them.
also I can move the counters with the
Oh,
roll
like if
model.
you sack that. Oh, wow, okay.
So
Urza.
actually creates this really difficult blocking situation.
Yeah. So basically, if you sack that, it makes them
All
indestructible.
my attackers would be indestructible.
But then you
Yes.
sacked it at least.
Correct.
So that's
That's true.
putting the pressure on you to sack it. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to.
There's
really
no good solve.
I'm trying to think it out too, and these are tough blocks no matter what.
This guy, I was already playing the Reluctant Role Model in previous versions of this deck, but it
Yeah.
gets so much better with the cheap saddle guys.
Oh, yeah.
And specifically with this interaction.
All right. We're going to block the role model with the Glory Heath Lynx. At least I'll get a little life link out of that. And the Savannah Alliance is going to attempt to trade with your little 3/2 there.
Okay, so I think we're just gonna let that happen.
Okay.
So I do get trample. There is 2 trample from the recruit over the Savannah Lion. Then you take 10, so you take 12?
That would be
Oh no,
lethal.
this is blocking here. Never mind.
I was off life. That's off life.
Yeah,
You don't have life link.
yeah.
There's also life link.
Just kidding. Okay, so you take 6, 7, 8 from the unblocked creatures plus the trample.
Yes.
And then you gain 2 from lifelink, so you net lose 6.
I lose 6 going to 6.
So my Paw Patch recruit will die. So that means that I have a counter from the role model to move somewhere. It's a good question. I don't really know where I want to move it.
That role model is busted.
Oh,
That is
Role model,
so
Role
good.
model is one of the best cards in this deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. You know, one of the problems with a deck like this is that you pile counters on a creature and then
Yeah.
they kill it.
Yeah.
And the combination of role model and Ox, it's like, no, you don't kill it.
Yes.
Or, okay, you killed it, well, I move it somewhere else.
Yeah.
It gives you so much resilience against removal that this style of deck really wants.
I think it just screams to me that like when you're transferring this over to best of 3, both Sheltered by Ghost is going to be incredible, and split up with saddling, tapping all your creatures, then split up untapped or something.
I can even like sack that and make them indestructible again.
Yes.
So I'm honestly thinking, like, what if you shove a Soul Cauldron in there and you get all those like
she's cooking.
like those activating abilities, and you can skip into everything.
Oh yeah.
I'm actually gonna put the counter on the dog. Because it's the dogs versus cats. We got to make sure that the dog is powered up. And then my card in hand is just a Razor Ridge Thicket. Yeah. So I am done.
So my Savannah Lions is dead, and so is my Lynx. So dogs attacking cats. Real big man. Big man. Real big man. I see how it is. Here we go. All right. Ooh, this is not looking good for me here. I don't think there is very much I can do here.
Get a counter on this. Sorry.
Okay.
One more counter on.
Would you like to? Would you like to?
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get a flying counter.
Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah, because it's got more on that too, right?
This will be my flying counter.
What is it? What is it? Flying?
It's flying lifelink for +1/+1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
See, if this was Arena, this would just be.
Yeah, you haven't even done lifelink yet either. Like that would be.
Yeah, against a certain
Right,
red decks
if you-
and
yeah,
standard.
Also
Wow.
worth noting that this ability is not a replacement, it's a trigger. So if you have 2 of them, you get twice as many counters as something had. It also works really well when you have a 3rd level Innkeeper's Talent.
Oh.
So you can get double lifelink, huh?
Yeah, pretty sure that wins the game.
I have cats, and I'm gonna attempt. Not that this is going to save me, to do another ossification, but on that role model,
So
I think is who I want to get
That
rid of.
will trigger my copy of Paw Patch Recruit.
Yeah.
We're going in on the dog.
Yeah.
He'll get a counter, and he will be ossified.
Thank God that dog can't destroy enchantments, huh?
Yeah.
Whew.
I wish
You'd be
he could.
real in trouble.
I wish he could.
And then let's go ahead. We might as well show off another card from the new set here. Not that it's going to do any good for me, but I'm bringing out a Voyager Glide card. This is a 2/3. When this vehicle enters, I scry 1. Yeah, that'd be sweet, but I don't think we're gonna get there. I can tap 3 other, which I don't have, untapped creatures I control until end of turn. This vehicle becomes an artifact creature and gains flying. Put a +1/+1 counter on it. Crew it for 1. Hey, so the copy is what?
It's a Paw Patch Recruit.
It's a Top Hatch Recruit.
1/1.
What I'm doing is I'm swinging both at you so that you take damage and then good game. So the streak ends. Dogs beat cats. But you know what?
We knew it.
Yep. I'd like to see what happens when your 2 decks go up against each other. That way we can end on a real good game of Magic. So let's get a bonus round of Standard coming up in just a minute.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this bonus round of Shuffle Up and Play, where we're watching the 2 decks that beat the hell out of me play against each other, where I'm rooting for both of them to lose.
All right.
So you're basically always winning at that point. One was
But
absolute.
if one of them wins, then both of them didn't lose. So
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Let it be known that there is no ill will between me and Brian Kibler, because you did still lose to Team TCC. You didn't lose
All
to
that
me.
matters.
I do what any great producer does. I bring in experts to do my work for me.
Yes.
Those who can't do, teach. I do think that we need to roll to see who goes first.
gotta roll these.
Yeah. Can I use
Wait, what were the weighted ones?
Yeah, can I get the Kibler ones? Which ones did he use
what's
first?
The Kibler?
All right, you want to start? You want me to start?
Are these available on a
Is that-
website or something? Can our fine viewers purchase, not a sponsor, but it's Commander at Home Dice?
No, not right now.
I try and give you free advertising. I try and give you free advertising. All
That was
right.
a great plug.
Well then, just remember, if you are looking, today is Standard, but if you're looking for an awesome, amazing Commander gameplay show, EDH Hijinks, check it out. We're gonna link it next to Brian Kibler's name, EDH Hijinks. Check it out at home.
All right, I go first?
Yeah.
All right, please be weighted. That's
All
not
right.
weighted.
Sweet.
Ooh.
I'll go first.
You got it.
All right.
Raise the past. Raise the past.
Is that like your Rubicon? Yeah. Raise the past. That's,
And it really is all about raise the past.
That was wild.
I mean,
Yeah.
that was absurd.
Yep.
So.
And just a lot of surveil effects to make sure you end up getting there. And
Gotcha.
that's, the whole thing.
I don't have any graveyard hate in my gruel
Let's go!
beatdown deck, unfortunately.
Let's go.
I will say that was one of the things, the like basically mono greenish aggro deck I played that had 4 curators main deck.
Yeah.
And curator, it's like, oh, graveyard deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And already a 3/3 for 2 mana, you know?
Incidentally,
So-
very good.
All right, let's do it.
Let's go. Raise the past. Raise the
Just mulligan till you get
Yeah,
it the past.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll keep nothing special, but I'll give it a shot.
I'll give it a shot too. Let's do
Okay.
it. Let's do it.
I just have a Copper Line Gorge, and I'll pass to you.
All right.
No Lana Royal for me.
No, Lanaros. Crazy stuff. Let's do a concealed courtyard here.
Okay.
And then I'll have to start off with a gnawing vermin. When it
Okay.
enters, I mill myself a fortune. Shadowy Backstreet, and we got a Bartholomew. Kind of happy
Okay.
to see that.
I want to see all lands that you surrender.
No, don't put that on me. Like, this is a 21-man deck, actually, so... Okay, yeah, that's it for me.
All right, I will draw. I have another Copperline Gorge, and I'm gonna play a Fear of Missing Out, and I'm gonna discard a Carplusian Forest to draw a card, and I'll pass to you.
All right, untap and draw. I'm gonna play Plains here, and I'm gonna run out my new guy, Zahur's Glory's Fast.
Okay.
So, kind of cool. Glory's Fast, raise the past. Like,
Hey.
is
Yes.
it intentional or what? I don't know.
I don't know,
pretty
you
cool.
built it, was it?
Yeah, no. So I'm gonna start my engine.
Okay.
And that goes to 1 speed with that.
Okay, I'll block.
No, honestly, hold on a second. No, I'm just gonna pass the turn.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I will untap. I'm gonna draw a card. I'm gonna play yet again another Copperline Gorge. Well, that card is terrifying. So I am just gonna torch the tower on your creature. It doesn't sack itself, right?
No, sacrifice
Another.
another.
Okay, thank God.
Surely an exile effect
Yeah.
against the
I should have
graveyard
asked
deck.
that before I cast that,
Yeah.
You probably still would want to do it.
but probably, yeah.
Yeah, the fact that it's an exile is pretty messed up, actually.
Yes, yes.
That
Don't
has
like that very
been a big
much.
deal for that card.
Yeah.
Time and standard.
It will
Yeah.
not be coming back from any past, presents, or futures.
Yeah, no, I mean, I have the opportunity to sacrifice this, but I'm not gonna do it, so that's just gonna go to exile.
All right, then I am going to attack for 2.
I will take that. Go to 18.
Okay, and then second main, I have my Draconics Engineer, and I'll pass to you.
All right, untap and draw.
It's so good.
It's so good, so good. There's some combinations with that card for sure.
Oh, I learned that.
Yeah,
I saw.
Alright.
The combination of that and your opponent's Get Lost is really good. I've learned.
Exactly. Yep. New combo coming to Standard. Look out.
All right, I'm gonna start off with a Shadowy Backstreet, Surveil
Okay.
1.
Land,
Let's see
land.
what it is. Oh, just go in the graveyard with the Bartholomew.
Legendary, thank God. That's basically a land.
Huh.
Although it would still trigger it as a die trigger when
Yeah,
it
that's
comes
true.
back.
That's true.
I do want to point out for everyone at home that it is my bad that Ash has to use the printout Shadowy Backstreet. I was building the deck for her and I left them at home. I do own the cards, but in the emergency, the crunch before filming, we did print them out. So for anyone wondering why, it's on me, not her.
Well, on the bright side, your prophecy could come true. If she wins, she also gets disqualified. So that's both of us losing. Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna go tap my planes. I'm gonna go cast Duskrose Reliquary.
Okay.
So that's an additional cost to sacrifice. Gotta get rid of my vermin. And then I can exile a target artifact or creature an opponent controls until it leaves battlefield. So I
Alright.
will get rid of the haste dude with exhaust.
Okay.
The vermin trigger happens as well, but it doesn't really do anything.
Sure.
So yeah, that's under here.
I wish you would have hit the other one.
Yeah, I'm like, I kind of the exhaust stuff. I saw you pop off a little bit with that earlier,
Yeah.
potentially. So
You've been scouting his deck.
yeah, right. So yeah, that's it for me though.
All right, let's see what we got. Need a little help here. Okay. Admittedly, I did not have a play until drawing this card. So I am going to start with, God dang it. All right, I'm gonna start with another Fear of Missing Out, and I'm gonna discard a land to draw a card. And I'm gonna play a Thornspine Verge, and I'm gonna attack you for 2.
I go to 16.
All right, and that's all I got.
Okay. Be good to me. Okay. Okay. Sure.
Was it good?
Nope. Nope, it was not. Okay.
Where were these draws?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Listen, like not to expose myself, I might have manifested a bit too hard. Listen, sometimes you girl boss too close to the sun, and I think I did exactly that. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not even worried. Okay, well, let's start off here with Bartholomew number 3.
Yes. I'm gonna guess you have the 4th as well.
No, not
Okay,
that.
okay.
Not that. However, yeah, what is little Bartholomew gonna do?
Another creature. Oh,
Yep.
or artifact. You can sacrifice that.
I will not do that.
Okay.
But I could do it if I wanted to.
Up to you.
It's a legal play.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Yeah, no, what I think I actually have to do is I'm just gonna have to run it back here, and I'm gonna just do another Dusk Rose Reliquary.
Okay.
I'll grab the fancy one, sacrifice
The
Bartholomew.
fancy one?
The
Okay.
fancy one.
Sure.
So we'll get another one under here, and that is my turn.
Okay. All right. No land, huh?
Nope.
Okay, that's not very good right now at all. Might be the worst card in my deck.
Does it happen to be, what is it, 8 mana? What is it?
I got a lot
that
of
the thing?
uncastable cards
Okay,
right
okay,
now. I'll
okay.
tell you that. I'm going to play Carplusian Forest, and I'm going to attack for 2.
I take that and go to 14.
Pass the turn.
Where were these draws against me?
They were all built up into your match against me. It was all loaded up
Man,
into my deck.
The actual perfect flips at every point. And here it's like, attack
Yeah,
for 2.
yeah.
Hey, 5th land, go.
Hey, you gave me the directions to that good draw last time,
that's
okay?
true. You made it happen.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna draw for turn.
Okay.
Bro. What is it supposed to do with this?
I feel like you have to
Hold it
show the
outside.
camera.
Too hard. What am I to do? You know what? All right, Corey, pass the turn.
You know, the show's called Shuffle Up and Play. You got to focus on that first word a little bit more.
No, I
All right. Well, I drew a playable card, so I got that going
no,
for me.
I love that for you, honestly.
All right, I'm going to start by attacking for 2.
I take it and go to 12.
I'm going to play Rocketeer Boost Buggy. This card I think is sweet. It's a vehicle. Shocking that there's vehicles in this set. 3/2, whenever this vehicle attacks, create a treasure token. You can pay 3 to exhaust. This vehicle becomes an artifact creature, put a +1/+1 counter on it. And then it can crew 1 as well. So right now, just an artifact. I'll pass to you.
Pretty dope.
A good card to draw when you've drawn a bunch of land.
You know, I think this commander player actually is a really good standard player too. I'll pass to you.
Land. Land.
Okay.
Please. Not land.
I was just gonna say, is
Oh, man.
land?
It's a playable, but it's
Okay.
actually not what I'm looking for at all.
Okay.
Here. I will have to tap 2 and play a Bloodghast,
A
which can't
blood-
even block, man. It's just bad vibes all around. Man.
Yeah, we wasted our good draws on Kibler for sure.
It's kind of worth it. But
Totally
also,
worth
like,
it, you
I'm
know?
kind of struggling now, Chief.
Crash and burn.
Swear.
Hey, I'm the vehicle deck.
Oh, okay.
I'll be crashing here.
That's all for me.
All right, end step, I'm gonna make this a vehicle, or I'm gonna make it an artifact creature, and I'm gonna put a 1/1 counter on it. So it's just, yeah, I guess it's a creature from now on.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna untap. I'm gonna draw. Ooh. Spicy, spicy. Well, I still can't get Delirium.
You can also be stuck on 3 lands with a questionable hand.
Admittedly, I do still need a land, but
Sure.
I am going to go to combat.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna trigger this and get a treasure token.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit for, what is it?
6.
6. Okay, half my life total then. 12 go to 6.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Now, second main phase, I'm going to cast another super sweet new card here from Aetherdrift. Redshift Rocketeer Chief. It is a 2/3 vigilance creature. Tap to add X mana of any one color, where X is its power. Spend this mana to only activate abilities, and then you can exhaust for 12 mana.
Put any number of permanent cards from your hand onto the battlefield. Admittedly, that's not very good. If you have 12 mana, you can probably just cast them.
Yeah, you know.
Whatever, and I'll pass to you.
So my first thought was, I wonder what you can do with that in your deck. And my second thought was, what can that do in my Agatha Commander deck?
Yeah, so I think the thing that I liked the most about this was if I play this on 2, on turn 3, let's say I don't have many good plays, but I play a Soulstone Sanctuary, you can use that mana to activate from the land and attack on turn 3.
Yeah,
so
that's really dope.
That's the one cool thing I wanted to do. But all right, pass to you.
Let's see if we can do something at all. Okay, man.
Land 4?
No, that would actually like allow me to do some things, but no, I am gonna. I gotta play.
Okay.
I can do this, and I can get my nesting bog down.
Okay.
That's the vibe though.
That is vibe, yeah.
That's the vibe. I don't know if that's. Do I even am I even alive at that point? Like barely, I don't think. I block your highest. I'm live a turn depending on what happens.
Yep.
Pass the turn.
Oh boy.
Here he goes.
I am about to go full.
When you're like, I can barely survive, it's like, no, you
You can barely
cannot.
survive 1 combat, but how about 3 combats here?
Don't even worry about it.
After this main phase, I guess I should cast this second main phase, huh?
You can cancel your first main phase.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh, because there's
after
2
this main
combats.
phase.
Okay, so after this main phase, there are 2 additional combat phases. At the beginning of each combat this turn, untap all creatures that attacked this turn. So, first combat, get a treasure.
My God. So what you're trying to say is I'm alive.
Yeah. At the beginning of each, they don't untap yet.
Wow. I wonder what I should do. I block your highest with my nesting bots.
Okay.
Yay! All right.
Combat 2.
2 life while I'm at it. Gosh, I wonder if I'm living.
Combat
Blood gas,
2.
not happening, man.
Another treasure.
I'm just super dead.
And your hand. You gotta show Corey your hand.
Listen.
Okay, let's
Oh, wait,
see.
here we go.
Let me give you the rundown. Yeah?
Okay.
We gotta race the past.
I have a feeling that's not going to be the first raise the past.
I got another one for you. You want to hear the other thing? I got another one for you. But that's not all. I got another one for you. Somehow, some way.
4 of a kind beats 3 of a kind, so I think Ash wins.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But also, I just want us to rewind the tape here to you being like, manifest
No,
raise
no,
the
that's
best. Manifest raise the best.
You wished
did it.
too hard. You wished
That's
really
the problem.
hard.
Like I should have just said it once, maybe
Exactly.
twice. It was
No.
just my own fault.
That was on
honestly.
you, for sure.
That was on me for sure. You know, I didn't think my powers were that strong. But, what can you do?
It was going to be a tap land
I mean,
as well.
that's why you never check the top of your deck.
Sorry.
First. I wonder what was next. Oh my God. Okay. Well, hey, sure.
Wrong
maybe it's a
order.
little- Wrong order. Yeah.
Standard. It's a lot of fun.
It's
Good games, everyone. Good games.
Good
Good games. We
games.
didn't actually play against each other. Let's get another game after lunch.
So, Ash and Corey got their perfect draws against me when we played. We saw their decks' true colors and they ended up against each other, and they just kind of didn't do anything. So, I feel like I just kind of came out the wrong end of variance there. But the really important thing is that I won the match that really mattered, which was dogs versus cats.
How could Savannah Lions fail me? I just don't understand. Should I have gone with Sarah Angel instead? That's standard legal. Shivan Dragon? That's Llanowar Elves are... Oh, wait, this was supposed to be Aetherdrift. Maybe I should have put some new cards in the deck. There were a couple in there.
You know, maybe I should have said raise the past once, maybe twice, but I did it too much, and then you find 4 raise the past in your hand and no lands to cast it, and it is what it is. But that game against Kibler, the one that counts, by the way, I was popping off, and that was exactly what I needed the deck to do.
So in trying to build a deck to beat Brian Kibler, I didn't want to go with a super fast, aggressive deck. I didn't want to go with a combo deck. I didn't want to go with control because, well, he's got 2 Pro Tour championships and he's beat those cards his entire career. So I knew I had one move against him, and that was to play Fire with Fire, put 4 Llanowar Elves in my deck, and it worked out.
Next time on Shuffle Up and Play.
What's alchemy? These 3 Brawl Stars forced me to agree to a paper digital game of Brawl.
This might be my favorite card on Magic Arena. Oracle of the Alpha.
What the hell is going on here? Amy built me my own deck, and I've never been more afraid in my life.
Perforator Crocodile.
You get a stab wound, and you get a stab wound, and you get a stab wound.
I think it's this one.
I'm supposed to do it. I'm the computer.
All right.
I'm the computer.
Pursued whale.
Oh my gosh, it's the target audience of Secret Layers.
I told you not to blink
I
the oracle.
have to blink the Oracle.
Okay, you're gonna make me go get my Power 9. I'll be right back.